Yeah. Guys, we're rolling one something.
Like something?
Yeah, it's one something. Cheers, baby.
Cheers, baby.
Yeah, down the hatch. What was the joke? Palestine. I don't think they're pals with any Stein.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
What was the name of that comedian?
I don't know the name of the guy.
Colt something.
Oh, it's like some guy named Colt, comedian on that Kill Tony podcast.
That was great. Great joke. Funny joke.
Yeah, so every podcast is talking about the election and all that stuff, and you got guys on the right are gloating, guys on the left are crying. It's very funny. If you get on Facebook, it's a dumpster fire of fucking
you know what?
craziness, man.
My feed, I've got very center of everything, and so I have half of my friends are blue, half of my friends are red, right?
Like the group?
What do you mean?
Blue Man Group? All right. Thank you, this side of the room.
When there's no side of the room there. Like, huh?
I'll be here all week. Yeah.
No, and I'm just watching people implode. Like all my friends that are Democrats are like trying to.
The Dems.
They're all if you made it, if you see this, then you haven't been canceled off of my page and blah blah blah. And then I see like everybody on the right. They're all
gloating.
they're all, fuck you, fuckers, you fucking pussies.
Yeah.
The world's not gonna be pussy anymore. All you snowflakes thought that you
Yeah.
could. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah,
just be cool. Be cool and
well,
do your job.
Well, it is one of those things, but I'm seeing, guys I know, like one in particular says he's gonna kill himself. I'm gonna kill myself. This is a tragedy. This is, I couldn't believe that America.
Listen,
it's like, and you gotta go, bro. You gotta get it together. That is wild for a grown man to say.
I mean, there's certain topics. In that I got really upset.
You're a big tattooed guy, and you're talking about killing yourself over this.
There's certain topics I got really upset about that like had me down the dumps yesterday. That's why I needed to kind of escape. Like whether or not whoever made the presidency, there's the fact that we have. Everything is completely right-wing right now, so we don't have anybody going, hey, we got to counterbalance this, because a couple of states, again, with the abortion thing, like outlawed.
Well, I know.
And that's a hard hitter for all of us
women. They got you ladies with the abortion thing.
Yeah, because you've never had one. You don't know the kind of pain that you go through.
Don't start with it. See, this is the problem. They got you guys.
But baby, stop. Let me finish my fucking
Well, I didn't
sentence.
want to really get into the
Let me
politics.
finish my
I was
sentence.
just
I'm not getting
into
it, but I'm saying I understand people who have certain emotions against things, feeling down. I was down myself. But, all right, do you carry on? That's it. And
you got to carry on.
And I think that it should be rules in life on the ball field should be rules in life in regular life, like be a good sportsman about things. Don't be an asshole and gloat. And don't be that guy who goes, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Well, don't be that.
Well, it was just, it was wild, though, to see you got friends that go, if you support this, don't ever talk to me again.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And you're just like, you got. They're getting you. When you start feeling this way, that means you are brainwashed. They got you. You still have to go to work. You still have to support your kids. Go do your goddamn work.
Yeah,
it's still the same shit. Look, you know what I mean? A lot of people were not happy with all the other shit. You still got to go to work.
Yeah, do you.
Yeah.
That's just it. Do you. Take care of your family. Take care of your life. And, if you don't like the way that things turned out, find a way to get around it, because that's what you would do anyways.
Yeah. But by the way, everybody that is around that Trump hired are all from Democrats. They're all ex-Democrats. So... maybe y'all be, these guys will switch whatever side they're on to get where they need to go. So it's not like,
I mean, when Trump started out,
Trump's a Dem. He started out as a Dem.
Yeah. Well, when he started running,
I think everybody did. Fucked it up.
When he started running the first term that he ran for in 2016, he started off as an independent.
Well, if you hear his interviews on Howard Stern, he's very liberal. Was very liberal. But you got to go one side or the other. That's the problem.
That's such
There's
bullshit,
two
man.
sides.
It's just
You get two sides, and you have to run with a different point, because if you don't go that whatever that point side is, like let's say the whole abortion thing, if you don't side with being against it, well, then you can't be a Republican.
You can't be a Republican.
Yeah, and that's where it gets.
But
wishy-washy for me.
along with that, there's a lot of them in the House, that got voted in the House there's a lot of senators that got, like, center Republicans that got voted in. So I'm just hoping that America just comes to its senses and goes like, okay, well, this thing is obviously not good for anybody, and this thing obviously is. Let's make a compromise, and they can all just fucking work it out, man.
It's kind of one of those things where there isn't always a compromise. Like it's either one way or the other. But what's even more wild, never mind one side or the other, it is wild to see people I know, like in punk bands or something, that are way into the government right now, and for the government to take care of them.
Hey, by the way, guys,
it's
remember
very
punk rock was
interesting.
anarchy? Do you remember what anarchy is? Anarchy is the lack of
Well,
government.
I mean, punk rock is whatever it is. Doesn't necessarily have to be anti-government.
It was anti-establishment.
But that's why I fell in love with it. Now I see these guys are for all the establishment. Now the argument is which side was all for the establishment. So it all depends on what they got fed. And it was fun watching the arguments going on some of these guys' pages with half quote unquote punk rockers are going, yeah, we're still anti-establishment. That's why we got rid of that bitch. And then the other one was like, no, you hired this fascist, racist, So it's like there's no winning the thing.
Guys, a government in itself is the establishment.
Although, I mean, there's a big argument to it that I wouldn't say he's a fascist, or I wouldn't say he's a Nazi. That is crazy. You can call him all kinds of stuff, whatever. Call him Hitler. You gotta pull that one back, guys. I think. I mean, you know what I mean. I don't think he's looking to get rid of the Jews. Yeah,
that's definitely very true, because he's like, So
I think that started ruining their shit. Was like going, he's Hitler, and people are going, well, no, he's not. He's not Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's any country that's gonna back Israel, it's gonna be America.
Or never mind that. It's just silly. Like you gotta, let's read about World War II a little bit before you start.
There's also a large part.
But they did that to Bush too, to try to get Bush out of there.
They do it to a lot.
They do it to anybody in the Republican side.
There's a large part of the Jewish community now who has become, that were staunch Democrats for many years, that have become Republicans. It's kind of crazy. There's been a lot of Republicans that went over to the Democrat side.
Well, because what is it? You don't even know what it is. Like you go,
it's it.
Well, you go, I felt I was pretty goddamn liberal, right? Until you motherfuckers went way liberal. Then you're just like, oh shit.
But then again, who cares?
Like holy shit. But it's interesting because you go, man, I always thought I was a pretty liberal guy.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, if you don't believe in cutting penises off of children, you're not a liberal. You're just like, holy shit, dude. I guess I'm not a liberal then. Holy fuck.
I mean, in most standards,
if you don't believe in what I believe in, then you're not this.
In most standards, people wouldn't think that I was a liberal, though. I stand with, I
mean, just my face. It is very interesting.
It is your face.
It is very interesting. I do have the face of what they would call a Republican these days.
You have the face of the fucking the Third Reich. You have a face. You're Jewish, but you look like Hitler's youth.
Let's go.
You'd look really good in Hugo Boss.
I never really had Hugo Boss. No. But there is an interesting air about the neighborhood. I'm getting a lot of
air. You mean like
in the air?
Feeling,
the feeling.
Not error.
Not air. And a lot of older folks are definitely super excited around here, and they're waving at me. The gym, very interesting. Rock music is being played. Not a lot of people in there, and a lot of bros. A lot of bros in there. And a few
in your gym
at Crunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crunch is the gayest of all the
the
gyms, and I don't mean that that's a gym that actually made its fame on being in the gay neighborhoods.
Well, a week ago, it looked like they did a revamp. They fired everybody because everybody's new at that front desk.
All right.
And it's all dudes. They got a couple hot.
Are they
You
people
got
who
hot
are
chicks.
fit?
Yeah.
I mean,
you got some hot chicks, and then they're and when I say hot, whatever, like they're not grotesque. They're fittish. They're fit enough. And
I mean, I'm all for people having jobs,
but I was like,
there's certain industries that you gotta.
I was like, the gym was I go, this is very interesting. There's rock music. There's Metallica being played. There's sports and golf on the television, and there's a bunch of bros and like 3 fit chicks. I go, this is very. I've never seen it. So I wonder if that has something to do with it.
I haven't been in the gym. Like, I mean, I've been working out at home. You know why? Because I've been ran out of there by all the B-boys dancing in the Group X rooms and stuff.
Horrible.
Drives me insane. So maybe I'll go and stop over at 24 and see how it's looking.
I mean, usually it's filled with nonsense.
Yeah.
And the music is terrible. First time there was rock music, except for the one time the kid was trying to
be your friend.
Was trying to be my friend. Yeah,
He's all high.
Yeah, he threw it at me. But anyways, so there it is, guys. You get it out of the way because everybody's talking about what's doing. But it is odd. It is odd to really be into the government taking care of your shit. I want zero government. How do I get out of all of it? I don't want any government. I want to be able to do my own shit. Can I just do that and not have to pay all these fucking crazy taxes?
No, that's supposed to be the basis of the Republican Party's stance these days. We want small government, small local governments take care of so and so, not the country's entire dollar.
Right. And if they can do something about that, whatever, the big pharmacy and all that shit is getting wild, guys.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, yeah, we need to get rid of all the fucking pharma costs. How much it costs for okay, we'll talk about one not generic Viagra pill.
Yeah.
That's out of insurance for just one.
I think it's like $300.
It's $900.
Oh, is it?
$900 just for you to get a boner for 4 hours.
Yeah, there's another one too that my dad was telling me about for his treatments. There's one that it's the pill you take, like a once a month pill, but it's like $6,000 for one pill or something.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and you're just like, that's insane, man.
Okay, so you get a monthly shot of Ozempic, the weight loss drug.
Yeah.
$2,400.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean, that one's specifically for like a weight loss thing.
But no, it's not. It was originally created for people who are diabetic and are having a hard time losing weight to get their A1C and their sugar down and stuff too. And it's not. It's like,
because that's an interesting. The drug situation is very interesting because drugs are good. You need drugs for we all need medicine to help you. You need medicine. Then at the other time, there's drugs that are not the greatest, right?
See, where it goes into the what the government's going to help you take care of, the big thing is on the left, if the government will pay for our medication through Medicare and Medi-Cal,
Not mine. They'll pay for theirs. That's where it gets green.
And that's why it needs to be affordable for everyone, whether or not you can get the insurance or you can't.
See, that's where the argument is those of us that have jobs and that make a certain amount of money, you can't get those benefits. And that's where it's like, some of us go fuck yourself, and some of us are like, hell yeah, dude, let's go, give me that shit. But the drug thing is very interesting though. That one, because I go back and forth. It's like, it's in every advertisement. Does your ears hurt? Take this. Does your toes hurt? Take this.
Your ears hurt? Take this. But it'll give you anal leakage.
It'll give you anal leakage.
So why is there always diarrhea?
But then at the same time, you fucking sheep, you don't have to get it. It's probably not good for you. Don't do it.
Now, do your research. Do your research. And also, hey, by the way, all these things are derivative from original plants that grew in the ground. And I'm sure you can find a combination. Go to an Asian apothecary. Go to the Eastern medicine guy, because they're just giving you all those herbs and all those plants that they've ground up and put into a pill capsule. That's the same shit.
Sure.
You have to take 15 pills in order to get the same feeling, but it's the same shit. It's not going to do that havoc on your body.
Yeah, just a little research these days can help you. But at the same time, like drugs are needed and are good. And in fact, there's there's McDonald's everywhere, every corner.
Yeah, let's
McDonald's
start
is terrible for you if you eat it every day.
Let's start outlawing shit like that.
Well, well, see, I go back on the other thing. I go, we don't have to tell anybody doing it. A business is a business. If someone wants to sell them a pill,
what I'm saying, not outlaw McDonald's, outlaw the fucking chemicals and the shit that's in it. I mean, Australia did.
Yeah.
Australia outlawed all that kind of shit. You can't get anything there in Australia that is genetically modified and not organic.
Yeah,
and
like
the food there is fucking amazing.
Yeah, and apparently
same thing in France. You can't have anything that's fake. You can't have anything that's been genetically modified. And you can't have anything that's had pesticides sprayed all over it.
My conspiracy brain definitely goes nuts on the food stuff because it almost seems like it's on purpose here in America.
Food tastes different everywhere else. India, the food, everything is all organic. All that shit is outlawed. And this is a third world country. The food there is fucking amazing. It's delicious.
Would you think maybe it's on purpose to get us fat and docile?
Yes.
Do you think it has something to do with that?
I mean, that's not a conspiracy. That's definitely like there's neurotoxins in some of those pesticides that they put on our food that's causing our brains to shrink in certain areas.
Yeah, I mean, there's brains, and they're saying a lot of testosterone, and a lot of men are not fertile. A lot of men, and they're saying that because of the food. They're saying.
They also say that there was in the 70s and 80s there was a huge spike to how much taller the next generations came from the baby boomers from the people born in the 20s and 30s and stuff, and then the baby boomers came, and then all of a sudden people are hitting past 6 foot tall,
Mm-hmm.
And my mom, she attributes me and my brother are taller than anybody in the family. My dad's tall. My dad's like 6 foot, but my brother's 6'4", and I'm the tallest woman that's come out of the family in a very long time. I'm 5'9.5", and everybody else is like 5'5" or under. And she's like, well, I ate a lot of beef. I drank a lot of milk. I ate a lot of like meat. And she's like, it's all the hormones in the meat. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I go, no, you were just fucking the milkman.
Because they're saying, everybody. I heard this too on a podcast where it was like they were talking about the same thing I was talking about, where it was like, almost everybody I meet has an autistic kid. Right. Yeah. And you're going, what is causing that? We go,
pesticides, man, pesticides. And you know that it's autism is an 80-20 almost, and I'm probably getting this wrong, I'm paraphrasing, but it's the majority of people who are autistic are men.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I noticed because me, I work with kids and people in that community, and I have worked with a lot of boys that are intellectually challenged, and dealing with different neurodivergencies where they're just things that it's the way their brains are wired. They function differently. And the one thing that I have noticed out of all of them is that the fathers at one point or another had drug addictions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not because like you hear about
even
crack,
when they're sober now, but before
it's something that your body, like our bodies have memory and it carries on. It stays in our system, right? Like you think even like drinking things out of plastic, we have microplastics in our system now. That's just like
it just is what it is.
It's just in us now.
We just drink plastic.
Yeah, we just drink plastic. It's now in our bloodstream. We have a certain amount of plastic just in our systems now.
Now can we say maybe alcohol's good for you then? Maybe can I burn some of that shit out?
I don't know.
How often do you say something like that?
How often do you ever see me sick?
I mean, how often you see me sick? I'm not sick often.
No, but I'm sick way less than you are, and I'm around a lot of people all the time, so I don't know how you get sick more than I do.
Well,
And actually, no, I do know why. It's because you are staying at home, you work at home, you're not around people out in the
Well, I haven't been going to. I used to go to shows all the time. I haven't been in shows or playing shows either.
Yeah, so you're.
So I mean, once I'm back doing that, then we're back.
High exposure to the herd. Basically, it helps build your immune system.
You get sick, you knock that shit out, dude. Yeah. It's life. It was called a flu. Remember that, the flu. You just got the flu.
I think it's probably going to revert back to that. People. Well, I mean, even people now that there's those few weirdos that are still stuck on it. But I mean, even everybody that I know that was like, well, they're super afraid of COVID back when it first came out. And they're like, this is my 4th time around. It's fine. It's like, I didn't even think to test. And then somebody, like, in their outerscape test, and like, I probably gave that to you.
Yeah, it's become the flu. But at the same time, I think where it used to still go to work when you were sick. Now they go, you can't come to work.
Hey, you know what? I kind of like that. But they found ways of like, okay, you can't come to work.
Not as a business owner.
But they found ways, unless you're having a brick and mortar spot. But if you're doing stuff in like in offices and IT or whatever, they're like, don't come to work if you're all in a fucking in a habit trail and stuck in everybody's hamster wheel.
Yeah, but if you're running the business or managing that spot, you need you guys to come to work.
Well, that's different. Like if you need physical like physical labor there instead of somebody who's sitting behind a keyboard, because keyboards you can have people. That's why you can.
Yeah, your jobs don't matter. It doesn't matter.
You can telecommute.
Take it off. You're useless.
Yeah. Or people.
A monkey can do that. You could just fucking leave.
I mean, how many of my friends do I know? I'm like, aren't you supposed to be working? They're like, yeah, I am right now. And but you just caught up on this entire season. Like, well, they don't need me right now.
Well, that's good. You're not needed. That's good.
You're on the clock. They're like, but it's kind of like being on call. They're on the clock. It shows that they're there. As soon as you call, they're there to answer the phone and got you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there was a big boom of everyone just doing jobs from home now since COVID. They were like, we're not even going to pay rent for office.
But a lot of the offices are making people come back in.
Yeah, well, because it doesn't work. It kind of doesn't work. Your employee has to be so disciplined.
Yeah.
To do their shit.
Yes, you definitely have to be on it. Like, so I have my elderly client. His daughter works from home, but that girl shuts the door and keeps us out for 8 hours. Like, you don't even bother her. She takes an hour lunch, and don't bother her on her hour lunch.
She has a smoke break. Like, so she acts like she's at the office. She has a smoke break.
No, she does that. And
she goes to the water cooler and talks to her kids.
Extremely disciplined, and you want to have that kind of worker if you're in the office or out of the office. But I would only send my people. Yeah. I only send my people that I know are like that in the office home to work, because those people are actually still going to get their fucking job done.
Yeah.
Other people are like, yeah, I'll have that to you by Monday, and they're just fucking off all day.
Yeah. We were talking about this today. Is like, still we've talked about this. What's to stop the internet from going down? Not that it's got to happen at least once in our lifetime, right?
It's going to.
Yeah. So, and I was going, man, there's going to be gridlock on the streets. No one will know how to drive.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't know how to use a Thomas guide.
Nobody knows, and nobody remembers directions on how to get anywhere.
Yeah, you don't know directions.
Like, remember when you and I were growing up? You went to one place once, and now you remember how to get there.
Well,
forever.
You had to. Yeah, you had to. Yeah.
And now,
there's the red building. I gotta make a right here.
I don't think that I'd be able to do that. And this is going like going to my friend's house that I've been to like 20 times. I won't remember how to fucking get there.
People's phone numbers. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
So like. Yeah,
I still have one of my old phone books.
Yeah.
My old pocket phone books.
I do too.
Yep. We gotta find them. We're like, ooh, let's try calling this number now.
I just saw it. Yeah, I just saw it in the box over there.
I bet you how many times I'm like, nah. I think probably like 30% of those are gonna be my friend's parents that are.
Be fun to call all those old numbers and see.
Hey, Mrs. McCarthy, how are you?
They're all landlines though.
Yeah.
So they're probably all
nobody
gone.
has them anymore.
Be fun to call like, hi, is Tracy there? You're like, who's this?
Tracy died 30 years ago.
It was a girl that I had a crush on. Hey, I'm a grown man now. What do you think about that? Can't have me, bitch. Click.
And you go, well, how did I pop up in your brain? Well, I was just thinking about you in high school. And she's like, oh, you're 45. You thinking about my high school me? You pervo.
That is weird, too. Like, if you're like, you're like, I liked that. She's gross. She has braces, dude. It's disgusting.
You're like, I want her just to touch it.
So gross.
And then she goes down on you like, no.
Oh, no. See, but that's weird where people go, if I could go back in time, I'd go back to high school and get the chicks I want. I go, but you'd still be in the brain of being an older guy.
Yeah, so now you're fucking
Now it's disgusting,
kids,
dude.
Grosso.
Yeah, it's fucking be gross.
Homo grosso.
But I guess if you go back, because you don't know what you know now unless if you go back to being a kid again, you won't know what you know now.
Yeah, I think there's a new Freaky Friday coming out
with
a revamp of that. Cheers.
Wait. I'd like to see a revamp, a new Back to the Future. Let's go.
I mean, we got to get Michael J. Fox on screen as long as we fucking can, guys. Like, honestly, he hasn't done anything since Spin City.
So Michael J. Fox, what he'll do in Back to the Future,
he's the new Doc Brown.
He's the new Doc Brown.
But the thing is,
him and Doc Brown team up,
but
and they're just like,
Christopher Lloyd's still alive.
He's still alive, yeah. So the two of them just kind of teamed up, and there's a new guy found the flux capacitor, right? The new guy found it, some new guy, and now he's going, but he's sloppy with it. He doesn't get it. So he has to team up with Michael J. and Doc Brown.
Yeah, he's I don't know.
And bring back
nuclear scientist. There we go.
And bring back the girlfriend. Who was the girlfriend of Michael J?
It was she's in the
she's
in the
too.
Boys.
Yeah, she's still pretty. Yeah. What was her? I don't remember.
Because I always get her mixed up with the other.
Was
girl,
her name Heather or something?
No. Well, her name was Jennifer in
Jennifer
the movie.
Jason Leigh?
No, in the movie her name was Jennifer.
Oh, that's right.
But, God damn it, I always get it.
Jennifer Lopez.
I always get her mixed up with the one that Zach and Miri makes a porno because they both have the same first name.
Oh, really?
Is it
Jamie?
Emily?
Nah.
No.
It doesn't matter. But she would be great, though.
We're so interesting. We're
That's great.
Is that who
That's a great
podcast.
It's a great podcast called, I don't know who this actor is.
Who was this actor? Please leave your message, or please leave the answers in the comments.
And you're on the other end just like, oh, I know who it is. Shut the fuck up. Who cares, dude? That's when you...
See, the thing is going to come back to me halfway through this podcast, and I'm just going to blurt it out.
Anyway, she'd be great. She
still looks good.
Because I think revamps are lame, but we have no writers in Hollywood right now, so you might as well revamp Back to the Future.
I mean, they revamped Beetlejuice, and
horrible.
Have you already talked about how much you hate Beetlejuice?
On the cast? No, not really.
All right, guys.
But I think I brought it up, because I always bitch about how Hollywood has zero writing.
The thing is, it had so much potential, of course, being the Beetlejuice franchise and having most of the original podcast, the original cast back. But there's so much fluff. So much fluff.
I'm
going to spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, but I don't give a fuck. Beetlejuice's past wife didn't need to be in it at all.
Beetlejuice's past wife? Oh,
yeah.
Right.
She was the biggest reason why I hated the movie.
A bunch of it didn't need to be in there. It's useless. Yeah, she was useless. It's just like
she was useless.
Kind of like the Joker, where what's her face was useless too.
You wanted Harley Quinn to show up and be Harley Quinn with that hammer.
Because there's no writing. Yeah. There's zero writing. So I listened to Rogan briefly with what's his name, dude? God damn it, Tim Dillon. Okay. And Tim Dillon was in the Joker. He played like the security guard. You
called that one out.
Anyways, he was on Rogan. He was like, movie was we knew it was gonna be bad.
On set, they're like, this is so bad.
On set, they're
so
like,
bad.
They're like, this is so stupid. This is gonna bomb.
And who doesn't? I mean, Tim Dillon, I would guess out of anybody would be like, I'm gonna just go tell Joaquin Phoenix, like, this is really bad.
Nah, he can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Nah, he's on another level.
Yeah, we know he's on another level.
He's
who cares?
Tim Dillon.
He's still a person.
Tim Dillon just played a fucking security guard. But he was talking about.
I want to be that guy. This is such bullshit.
Which is fun to hear other guys say that are in movies, because they usually try to fluff it up or whatever. But it was he was like, we knew it was gonna be terrible. It was awful. He was like, worst movie ever made, and I'm in it.
And the first one was so good. It was so good.
Both of
those. The
no
first
writing.
ones are so good.
There's no writing, baby. In Hollywood, there's no writing.
And these guys also. These are both two movies that I made you go to. I said, I want to go to these. I bought tickets for them. I said, baby, I bought tickets for these. Are you going? Are you down? And you're like, yeah, but like I was the advocate for it.
You're the advocate.
I wanted to go to see them both so bad. I got one more coming up, and if that one fucking bombs, I'm gonna be so bad.
What's the other one that you're excited about?
I'm gonna be so mad about it.
I don't care about that one.
I do.
That one's gonna be awful though. Yeah.
Well, you say that, but as a musical fan, if they don't do this,
it's gonna be terrible. But bad. I mean, and I want you to keep an open mind as far as it being terrible, because you're one of those people that'd be like, it's
it ruins my day.
You want it to be great so much that you'll let it slide.
Yeah. If it sucks, it ruins my fucking day.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is keep an open mind that it sucks if it does suck.
Okay.
Look at the writing. Look at all the fluff pieces, all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like obviously they're already doing the witch is a black lady. So,
yeah, but she's green anyways, so
no,
her character's green. It
but
doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. She can sing and she can do her job.
It doesn't matter. But I'm in these hiring rooms. I know what they like. They say we have to get a black lady. So that's what makes it lame to me. Not that it's a black lady. It's the fact that they said we have to get a black lady. Not because she was the greatest in the audition room. So
well, I'll tell you.
I could be wrong. Maybe she was the best in the audition.
I've seen the musical
room.
live twice.
Yeah.
I've read all the books. The books were done before the musical was ever the musical, which I had a problem with the way the musical changed the book storyline. But that's fine.
Yeah.
Because it's a musical and you have to put things on production that people are going to want to go see, right? I'll tell you, if I see it and I go, she was actually a really great pick for that fucking role, then she probably got it because she was a really great fucking pick for that role.
Sure. Now, I'm all for, I don't care what you are at all.
I don't care.
If you were amazing and I'm sure she's an amazing actress and singer. Obviously she is.
Yeah, for that role,
but
that's a huge role in the first place.
I know how this is why I get angry at those things, because I know they specifically go, we have to do this because it'll look good, because we will be progressive. And they talk like the professor in The Simpsons like that. Which they do, actually.
Which is the joke white guy voice.
They fucking do talk like that, though. They really are the lamest people alive, or the people that are trying to put together these big blockbuster movies.
You know what I thought was funny at our Halloween party? Joe, your buddy Joe Provencio.
Yeah.
He's like excited for it, because as soon as he heard me go, oh, it's Dorothy and Elphaba.
Well, Joe's a dork.
I know, he's such a dork. He's like, are you excited for it? I'm like, I'm excited. He's like, yeah, Ariana Grande is going to be amazing as Galinda.
Yeah, he's a dork,
He said the actual proper pronouncing of, like, it's not Glenda, it's Galinda. Like, oh, you're such a dork.
I don't even know who that is.
The Good Witch of the North.
I'm proud to say that I don't know.
It's the Good Witch of the North.
So there's the Good Witch and the Bad Witch, right?
Yeah. Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Okay.
Yeah.
You ladies love witches.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Because you guys all wish you were a witch. Right?
I think that it's more or less that we all feel that we're magic.
Right.
That we're all magic.
You're all magic, but you guys never know anything.
Well, it was the majority of
you guys all think you're like psychic and shit,
the
and then you're like, well, why did that happen?
The majority of women hung and burned at the stake.
Yeah,
for witchcraft, or people burned and hung at the stake for witchcraft were women.
That's wild. Yeah, but it wasn't really witchcraft. They were just like...
like some weird ass plague happened and that girl was a bitch.
Yeah.
Witch. She was a witch.
There wasn't actually witchcraft. She probably made an origami crane or something. They were like, holy shit, you're a witch.
Yeah.
And then they burned her.
Like, oh, you know how to make tea? Witch.
Yeah.
Witch.
Yeah. They're fucking idiots back there.
like, oh, you know how to pick elderberry and know that elderberry lowers fever. She's a witch. You mean like a doctor? No, she's a witch. You mean like a pharmacist? No, she's a witch.
Yeah, imagine how many guys lost their wives too. Like, I would be telling my wife, don't do anything spectacular.
Yeah. Don't be smart and do something cool.
Don't fucking show anybody that you read, man. Don't do it. You just
then you sit there and you're at home with her and you're reading with her. You're like, please, baby, don't ever let anybody know that you do this.
Like, she's like,
don't let anybody know.
She's like, I just figured out the square roots. And hold on, shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, you know math?
Holy shit,
you know math?
You know math? We gotta lock the doors. This is crazy. If anyone hears this,
you're sitting there. You're like, baby, they're gonna burn you at the stake. But you really need to not say anything.
Now, if they really did think that they were witches, though, that is that's another level of stupidity.
I mean, the best thing is like one of the ways of death. Like, we're gonna tie a rock to her feet, and if she can get that, and then throw her in the river, and if she can get the rock off her feet and she swims, she's a witch. So we're gonna hang her. If she can't get the rock off her feet, and then she ends up dead in the bottom of the river, well, at least we'll give her a proper burial.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck kind of justice is that shit?
It's like that tombstone in the city of in the town of Tombstone, where it was like where it says this guy was wrongfully hung, or he was wrongfully hung.
Our bad.
We accused him and we were wrong. Here lies so and so. It's like, all right, we were wrong. Anyway, so what's for dinner?
So hey, whatever.
Whatever, guys.
Nobody's gonna come back to try to figure that one out.
Yeah, and boys were just getting hung. You know, They were just getting hung for no reason back then. They're like, hey, that guy said you killed that guy, and you weren't supposed to do that.
I took his word for it. Boom, you're dead.
We're gonna have to hang you now.
He's like, I didn't do shit.
Well, we're gonna stand. Well, you get to stand trial. Yeah, but you're just a farmer, and we run the court, so we want to hang you because it's good for the town.
Yeah, we're gonna all absorb your actual farmland and your animals.
Yeah.
So all of us that are killing you are gonna make off with whatever profit that you already had. So you're dead. Bye.
There was so much of that. In fact, I'm sure it's still rolling on, but that where there would be a big, say like a serial killer in the town.
Yeah.
And then they would catch somebody that looked like him, and then just to show the town that we caught him, we did our job. They would put this guy in prison for 20 years or something, just to show that they did their job.
I mean, that's
so
what happens.
or so like the police chief can be in the newspaper or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that happened a lot.
I mean, now, thank God for forensic science, and you just got to make sure that you have a forensic scientist that's not leaning one way or another that you pissed them off.
Yeah, I mean, it's
or
still
really wanting to just get their this is easy. I'm gonna get my name in the
or
paper
if you're a CIA plant or something. Just know, guys, if the CIA or anybody comes to you and like, hey, I'm gonna set you up, you're gonna get millions of dollars.
Say no,
but you gotta sell this crack. You know what I mean? And we're gonna use it. We're gonna set you up, but
you're a pilot.
Yeah, don't do it. They're setting you up. You're a pilot.
Yeah, you'll be rich for 10 years, and then you'll be incarcerated for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Leave it alone.
Or they're
going to
off you. Or they're gonna off you.
Dead.
Yeah, like White Boy Rick or Rick Ross. Yeah,
Don't do it.
Yeah, the White Boy Rick just got out.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, good. Oh,
finally.
Good for him. He's an old man now.
Well, yeah, but at least he's out.
He was incarcerated at 19.
At least he's out.
Holy shit.
At least they didn't they're like, nah, we're just gonna keep you here forever.
Yeah, and it was ever. He lost. He pretty much lost.
I mean, I was watching at one of my new houses today. I was watching a show about this guy that was incarcerated for apparently murdering a businessman in a dark alley. Completely wrong. He was in jail for 40 fucking years. Finally got out because he's like, none of the, and the thing is that none of the evidence aligned with it. None of the forensic evidence aligned with any of it. But they're like, we needed somebody to pinpoint, and this was just the right guy in the right spot, and he was in jail for fucking 40 years.
He's in prison going,
40 years.
Going, God, I told you I'm innocent. They go, yeah, everybody in here is innocent, buddy.
Everybody says that. Like, I didn't
now
do it.
Now sit back down in your cell.
And he's like, why would I kill this random business dude? I was on the opposite side of town. Or he was probably just in that area, like, it's you.
It's like Andy Dufresne in Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, yeah.
I'm innocent. Yeah, everybody's innocent.
Well, I can do your taxes.
Yeah, that's such a great movie.
I mean,
you get everything in that movie.
Make sure you have a skill. How about that? Everybody should have some sort of skill that's useful for everyone in case you have to go to jail.
Freeway Ricky Ross, he was illiterate when he went in. He taught himself how to read and how to be a lawyer. Got himself out. He got himself out.
Well, obviously he was chosen by them too, though, because he was smart in other ways.
He was a hustler. He didn't know how to read.
He didn't know how to read, but he knew how to count.
Yeah, apparently he was on his way to being a hell of a tennis player, actually. He actually could play tennis. Yeah, he was a great tennis player. But he was making so much money selling crack. I mean, they gave him crack houses. They gave him drive-through crack houses.
That's funny.
Yeah, you can just drive through. You go up to the window.
That's such a great idea. Why don't they have that with fucking with weed now?
Coke. You go up and just do a bump.
I mean, that'd be fantastic. That'd be fantastic.
You drive up. You get some lady, a barista, a Coke barista, just like.
Oddly enough, I think with all the with the whole house being red now, and everybody on the red side being advocates for like a lot of the celebrities being endorsers for microdosing mushrooms and shit, drugs may become legal. Like all drugs. Like
it takes so long though for these drugs to be legal.
I mean, you already have mushrooms are legal in Washington.
Yeah.
And in Colorado, Alaska, and I think New Mexico.
There is
but I think New Mexico is
interesting
because they're
catch
legal
with
for being on the reservation.
with legal weed now. Apparently, there's all kinds of nonsense going on with the legal weed now because the cartels are always going to get their hands in the stuff.
Yeah.
And they want their piece of that because once you make it legal, it cuts their business out, right?
Yeah, obviously.
But now that weed is legal, apparently there's all kinds of weird shit in the weed. Apparently,
because
lot
now
of weird stuff in the weed.
Now it's federally mandated, so they got to find some way to deal with the mind control.
Shit gets you on.
It's
twerk.
addicting,
man.
Like I know people
I hate
that
to say
can't
it,
live their lives without smoking weed.
Most of my friends smoke weed, and I gotta say it. I don't think it's the greatest for you. I don't think it helps out your day to day. Like I like it at night. You know what I mean? Like for you guys to do it at night. I don't think it's helping in the day. You know what I'm saying?
No substance helps in the day.
Sure it does. I think so.
Like I wake up, I don't drink until I get home and all my shit's done.
Ask those dudes that love Adderall.
Well, that's
There's
different.
a lot of people that love Adderall.
Adderall's different. It makes you work.
I don't get it. Adderall not good for me.
Yeah, no, it makes you mad.
Well, I mean, I've done it where I haven't gotten mad. Just to be like, you know what, let me do some Adderall today, see if I can get a ton of work done.
My heart hurts.
It wasn't even that. I don't even feel crazy. I feel I'm a little jittery, and I go, my brain is not firing like it's supposed to.
Well, because Adderall was made for people who have a hard time focusing.
I have a hard time focusing.
You do not.
I 100% have a hard time focusing.
You don't have ADD.
I have a hard time focusing on shit that's not interesting.
Well, yeah, so do only things that are interesting.
Well, I mean, you got to pay bills. You got to learn lines. Yeah. Like, I wish the Adderall would fucking get me to learn lines.
Yeah, you need that pill that they have in the movie with Justin What's-His-Face.
Oh, yeah.
That helps you, like, unlock all the codes of your brain.
Your whole brain.
Like, you learn Spanish in 5 seconds.
That's why that movie was so great, because everybody wants that
yeah,
pill.
Everybody wants that pill. That pill I'm willing to pay thousands of dollars for. Yes, I want that.
In the movie, they're calling it, like, NDC or something like that.
What's that movie?
God damn it. It's with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper, not Justin. Bradley Cooper.
God, yeah. Sorry, guys. That's another one we don't know.
We suck at this. What's that actor's name?
What's that actor's name?
What's this movie? They're gonna be like, you guys are wrong about everything.
Yeah, it's a one word. It's a one word thing, but yeah, that's why that movie does so well. A lot of those movies where you're like, you kind of want to be that, like you.
Why haven't they figured that out yet? There's somebody did figure that out.
That'll unlock. Yeah, they wouldn't tell you if
No, the CIA has it.
Maybe.
The CIA has it, and those are the ones that are talking to the fucking aliens. They're like, oh shit, you found the God pill. Oh, nice.
You found the cheat code.
Yeah, you're all A-B, left, right,
You
jump.
found the Contra cheat code. Yeah, I mean, apparently we don't use any of our brain.
Yeah, we use 10%.
We
maybe.
just use a little bit of our brain, and then they're trying to put out these nootropics like
yeah, they don't work.
They don't work, and I wish they did, because I've tried them. I can get sold on some nootropics. They're like, Ian, this is a nootropic for your brain. Give me all of it.
Okay, hold on though. I did a couple weeks ago. I was with one of my clients on 2nd Street, and they had this bar that is like a non-alcoholic bar where they were selling like beverages that had nootropics and had I guess herbal stimulants and stuff. And I did drink like a rosé, like it's supposed to be like a version of a rosé that made me very alert. Not like jittery alert, not like Red Bull or anything. I was just like, oh shit. I can kind of hyper focus on these things. And I enjoyed it for like 2 hours. I felt good.
What
it felt
was
really
it?
good.
It was an alcohol?
No,
or
it's
drink?
not. No, it's not alcohol. But it's like a drink with nootropics, and it had like mushroom stimulants, and I felt really good.
Okay.
Felt really good for like 2 hours. Like, oh shit! And there's no alcohol, nothing that's supposed to be bad for you at all. But eventually, the FDA will fucking find a way to get to those things too.
If it actually works, yeah. But I mean,
I enjoyed it.
Like the one that Rogies has got is Alpha Brain.
Yeah, that shit doesn't work.
I didn't get anything out of that. And then I tried something else called Magic Mind, which
Magic Mike.
Magic Mind, and it was a drink, and You know, what sucks about that, you have to like sign up, is like you have to subscribe to it, and you get like a monthly thing. And I go, fuck it, you'll try it. So I tried it, and I gave it a month, gave it another month.
It tastes like shit?
No, it actually tastes it wouldn't taste bad. It came in a little thing, you just kind of like a fruit drink almost. And I go, I mean, there's nothing significant about it. So I bailed. I go, I think these things are just placebo effects, you know.
There's one.
Which, if it is a placebo, that would work, but it's not even placebo for me.
There's one that they have like the little bottles of shots that is like a kratom and a nootropic that I tried. Yep. And kratom instantly for me, because you know how susceptible I am to any sort of painkiller or any sort of like pill or anything, and kratom's just like that. Yeah, it's the derivative of whatever.
There's so many different kratom strains
and
now.
Kratom, kratom gets me. Like I tried it. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I feel sick. Like I feel like I'm on, because I felt like I was on like a Vicodin. Yeah, and me and Vicodin don't even get along.
I mean, I think kratom is very good. I definitely started experiencing some. I've tried all kinds of different strains. Experiencing a little bit of brain fog. You know what I mean, on some of the.
Well, yeah, it makes you fucking. It's getting you stoned.
No, but it doesn't. My intake is different than yours. Like your boy here I can take a handful of pills.
But if you're having a brain fog, then you're actually getting a little messed up.
And it's not because I ultimately do it to take the edge off my knee.
Yeah.
And anything new it does. At first you're like, hell yeah, it's working. Nice.
Yeah. But then you build up a tolerance.
Then you build up, and then you go, okay, I got to add another. Well, I got to add another.
That's just that they need to make, like I can drink a half a fifth of whiskey in a night and be like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know, like we gotta not.
Thank God, if I had to babysit you every night, it would be hellish on me. We would break up.
I mean, you still have to babysit me half the time because I'm like, I'm gonna drink the whole thing instead.
It's very rare, and I know how to get out of it.
Thank you.
I know how to get out of it.
And I realize the signs that I'm being a pain in the ass when you're like, all right, baby, I love you, bye. You're like, oh shit, I was being a pain in the ass.
I mean, your pain in the ass is pretty mild. In the whole scheme of things.
But
in the whole scheme of bitches.
But saying with all of that is that, like, can we just make something that we don't have to build up a tolerance to?
I think
I'd be the cheapest date ever.
Much like in life. Much like in life.
You have to build up a tolerance to life.
Well, there's but there's always a repercussion to everything.
I'd rather be an alcohol snowflake than an alcoholic.
Serious, like you just be like, no, I'm good after one wine. Yeah, and you're just like, woo,
and then just be happy.
You're a woo girl from
like, life is so good.
Yeah,
I love it.
But then you have that voice. Yeah. Then that voice.
Oh my
turns
God!
Up.
Imagine if I turned into that. Oh my God!
And then your name, all of a sudden you're like, I'm Presley. I go, no, your name's Jenna. What happened to Jenna? Bring Jenna back. Are you a dolphin? What are you doing? I think it's funny. Like I did know a girl named Presley. She's that name. She's very sweet. I think it's cool. Definitely a stripper. And but still cool name. She talks like that. And by the way, she is so damn positive though. I got to be honest. Everything you do will be positive. She goes, that's amazing. You know, everything is awesome, right?
Well, she's a stripper, and she doesn't want you to think that her life sucks when she's like dancing for you to.
Well, no, I mean, I never saw her strip. She was.
I
knew her. She was a girlfriend of a guy I knew.
Okay.
But she would go out by herself all the time. I'd see her at the fucking Burgundy.
She's just having fun.
She was just
her life is just like, I love life.
But
that's so much fun.
But I did remember thinking that, being like, because she's good looking and and she's so positive. But I go, man, I could see by day 3, I'd start going.
She goes, I'm having so much fun.
That would kill me. I think after a while.
Let's go get some food.
I think after a while that voice would kill me.
I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I puked on your carpet. I'll still give you a blowjob.
What a interesting character to develop. Because no lady starts with that, right?
No, what that is that's a total that's a wall. Like that's not that real person.
Right,
that's
right.
armor.
Mm-hmm,
so she's like, if they think that I'm just happy all the time, somebody's gonna like me and not know they're real me, who's dark and angry,
who's just at home depressed as hell.
I want to kill myself. I kill myself every night.
Yeah, like my Dem friends out there.
I'm okay if I just hide it underneath the panty strips. They're not gonna see all my cut wounds.
Oh man, that's so depressing. God, you're gonna ruin the strippers for me.
This is why I get tattoos in weird places.
This is why I just get random flash tattoos all over your whole body.
This just looks like a razor cut, right? Oops, I nicked myself.
Man, that's a little dark. These poor girls. Oh my God.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm getting that age where I'm starting to go, oh no.
Every time you see a Band-Aid on a stripper in a strip club, you're like, oh shit.
No, I
that
am.
bitch cuts herself.
I am starting to get to that age, I think, where I'm at the nudie bar or something. I go, man, that's somewhere that's a disappointed father.
Well, no, now you go like, did I fuck somebody and they didn't tell me that they were pregnant?
No,
like that could be my kid.
Nah, I definitely don't think
that's
that.
That's the one thing we women don't have to worry about. Like, that's not my kid.
that would be funny though. I think I have a kid somewhere.
Make it pop. Make that pussy pop.
It's funny if a lady would.
That's our daughter.
It's funny if a girl was like, "Do you have kids?" Probably somewhere. You know, because that's a joke for a guy, right?
Yeah.
But for a lady, it's like, well, how do you not know?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're one of those giant women that goes to the bathroom and then a kid pops out.
Okay, but that's also the reason why the Jewish religion had the matriarchs are the reasons, like, you have to have your mother's Jewish by birth and then you're Jewish, right?
Yeah.
Because the only one that's going to know for sure is your mom. Your mom's Jewish, you're Jewish.
Right.
Now, your dad, we don't know who the fuck your dad is, even though he says, I'm your dad. Because Lord knows, you had Joseph going, yep, that's my wife. God fucked her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God fucked
her. There you go.
That's who you want to be cucked by is God.
They're like, Joseph, he looks nothing like you. Like, yeah, because he's a holy deity.
Man, that's got to be a rough one though. If you don't know that that's your kid, you know what I mean? Like you have it in the back of your head that you're like, I really don't think that's my kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if they don't look anything like you.
Yeah, I guess you could
they only look like her. But
what sucks is if you love that kid and then you find out that the kid's not yours. Holy,
I have friends that happened to.
Yeah, I've heard about that. No, I don't have friends that's happened to.
Oh, really?
But I've heard of those stories. You know,
like I have a few friends that happened to, and they're like, well, I'm already in it, and the kid's 10 now.
Yeah, but yeah,
and I mean. I'm a firm believer in paternity tests. I don't believe anybody.
100%.
And also, I could use a little bit.
I mean, I guess that is weird. It's like, hey, honey, I want a paternity test now. You're like, holy shit, what the hell?
The kid's 5 years old.
I guess it depends.
He looks nothing like me.
I guess it depends what kind of relationship you got with your, especially if the kid comes out black. You're like, holy shit, man, what the hell?
And they're like, no, he's just a black Irish.
And she's like, yeah, check your 22andMe.
And
23andMe, whatever.
Like, what the fuck? Didn't realize that.
Like in what's that other movie that we can't remember? You, me, and no, not
True Romance.
No, with Jim Carrey.
Oh, God damn it, with Renee Zellweger.
Yeah, he has the 3 black kids. Man, we cannot remember.
Yeah, we can't remember shit tonight.
Damn. Me, myself, and Irene.
Yeah, me, myself, and Irene.
Boom.
There you go.
Got it.
Good job, baby. You figured something out.
Cheers away.
I'm not good at
Down
that.
that hatch. So
Jack Daniels. I haven't done Jack in a long time.
So real quick, before I forget, I wanted to say to all these punk shows that are going out now and doing these anti-fascist punk shows, which they're with a bullet to Trump's head. You're trying to capitalize on this thing, right?
Yeah, they did that with Reagan too.
No, I know. They've been doing that forever, and I don't like it. It's just like benefit shows. I don't like them. I think
it's a benefit show.
No.
Oh, like a benefit show to benefit Trump getting shot in the head. I figured it out.
No.
When I first said it.
No.
I figured it out.
No, that's not what I meant.
I know.
No, what I meant is you're getting paid for, and you're using fear to get paid.
People are gonna come to your shows because they believe in the same thing that you do, but
it's always these bands that can't draw though.
Exactly.
So what you're trying to use is this thing, and you do it with benefit shows. You're all the same. You're the same promoters that always have a benefit show for someone that died, You know what I mean?
How about just be good?
No. Yeah, you guys are fucking posers, dude. And it makes me crazy. And I'm seeing a ton of those right now with they're just jumping on. Once Trump got hit,
we're going to do a rally.
Everything's an anti-fascist punk show now. And it's all the punk bands where you can't read the names. And then they have some shitty fucking name. You know,
I think it's funny. Like,
shut up, dude.
But you know, like, there's a lot of old school punk rockers that are like, fuck you guys and all your establishment. This is all bullshit.
It's all bullshit. Yeah.
My brother put out a post, and I'm like, he's kind of right on all of that.
What?
He's like, fuck you guys. Your taxes are going to still be high. Eggs are still going to be $12 at the store.
I like how eggs took it. Like eggs.
Yeah, like
everybody's hung up on the eggs.
If you want, the thing is, if you want good eggs, if you want like the nice, not making you like have to shit yourself eggs, the nice brown like organic ones, it's $12 for a dozen. It's $1 an egg.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, either way, you got to still get up and go to work. So stop crying.
That's what he said. I'm like, he's very much true.
Stop crying. You got to stop crying. Stop gloating. Get up, fucking go to work.
But also, my brother doesn't.
We got work to do.
My brother doesn't vote, and he's like, so fuck all you guys that voted. You guys are dumb.
I mean, my theory.
Why you didn't vote is because you're a felon.
I mean, my theory on the I was wrong. I was certain that voting didn't matter. And that they were trying to, the whole thing was trying to get Kamala in. It looked like it to me. It looked like they really wanted Kamala to win. And I thought voting didn't matter. So I was definitely wrong about that.
Well, why does it matter now that it's Trump? He's already been.
Meaning I thought it was all fast track to get Kamala in.
Oh, I get that.
That's what I thought.
Actually, I remember saying it once.
Because what happened to our president? We still have a president, Biden. Remember, everyone forgot about him.
Yeah, but
everybody forgot about our president.
Because any of the responses that he's had to anything going on, he's losing it.
But yeah, I know. But it
sucks.
But hold on.
You don't want
it's our president.
Nobody
guys.
ever wants to see your president start to go downhill. No matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you don't want to see your country's president.
But they did. There was a lot of people that called that's why they got Biden in there, because they knew he would decline. They knew he would decline, and then that would get Kamala in there.
I called that, and I thought that was going to happen too. But
but so I was wrong about the.
Either way,
I was like, "There's no way. It doesn't matter what the votes are. They're going to get her in there."
He was already established. It's still like you're still dealing with. They're all empires. They're like, okay, I'm bringing you into my fold. And
guys, don't
Trump just like
don't hope the government is going to take care of you. Get up. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah,
you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta get your jobs. You gotta support your kids. Get off Facebook. Support your kids, guys. I see you.
The thing is,
I see you out there. I know you have kids. Oh my God!
You get off the couch. Do something.
I know you have kids. Shut up. Shut up about it now. Okay. I bet you. Imagine what he's yelling in that house with those kids. Where oh my God, we're being taken over by a dictator, and the kid's like, holy shit! What? Oh my God! What?
I wonder what Trump is saying to Barron, to his little one.
Oh, Barron.
I bet that kid's all, fuck you, Dad. You're so dumb. He's like, you're just my dad.
Barron Trump?
Yeah.
You mean Trump. He's older? What are you talking about? He's not a little kid.
His youngest kid is like 17, 18.
Well, but you're talking like he's not. No, I think.
Yeah, let's look that up.
We'll look that up real quick.
Probably not even that. He's a teenager. And then imagine you talking to your dad as a teenager, and your dad is...
He's 18. I mean...
He's like, fuck you, Daddy. You don't even know.
I mean, I have a feeling that doesn't happen in the Trump house, because they're all probably being fast-tracked to the business. But... I'm just saying with my flimsy friends on their on Facebook that talking about killing themselves and shit. I'm like, you have kids, bro. Like, holy shit, man.
Also, by the way, your kids can see your posts.
Like, oh my God.
This is the reason why kids don't.
I got three men right now that I'm thinking about in my head that I've read their posts, and I'm going, you're having a meltdown, bro. This is crazy. You're having a meltdown. You're a grown man.
Hey, you know what I did?
You have tattoos on your face.
You know what I did when I got upset about things? I went to Disneyland and I didn't post any of my pictures. I didn't post any of my feelings. Shit. I don't share any of my shit.
It's wild.
The only people that know who, like, you want to vent? Vent to the people that actually give a shit
You're
about
also
you.
a lady, though. Like, these are grown men.
No.
Like, holy shit,
but,
dude.
yeah, no, but that's all. Like, I had a lot of friends that are girls doing the
Yeah.
same thing. Don't. Just don't.
It doesn't make you look
Just
good.
don't.
It doesn't make you look good.
No. I stay out of everything. Nobody knows my fucking political views.
You know, it's funny. Here's what I like
can
about
tell-
here's what I like about my agent, because my agent has a bunch of everybody I think under my agent is on the left for sure.
Of course.
And they're just crying, like literally having videos of them crying, and
they're all posting videos of them crying.
Yeah, these actors are losing their mind. But he posted, shut up, stop. Like, he did a whole thing, like, stop complaining, guys. It is what it is. If you don't like
He's
it,
also a business owner.
he's a business. He goes, if you don't like it, you could always move. He goes, you can always move if you don't like it, or you can go back to work. And I was like, hey, dude, you just got another month out of me. Just, hey, buddy, you just got another. I like
Respect
that.
on that.
Yeah, because he has hundreds of clients, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds. And all of them, I would have to say, but me and probably a few other guys, are on there just like, oh my God, we're all going to die.
All right. So the whole thing,
You're just like, oh shit,
you're
dude.
fucking up prospects of work when you do shit like that.
Right.
Like-
even if I agree with you, even if I agree politically, I go, ooh, I don't want to deal with that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to be a problem
Yeah.
to work with.
Yeah.
And I've said it from the very beginning. I'm in the center. I'm slightly left of center. You're slightly right.
No.
This is
No, I'm not going to let them say that to me.
well, you are right.
No, because because everybody became super sissy, I got to be leaning to the right now. You know what I mean?
Well, yes,
You know what I
because
mean?
you and I meet on this. We meet on most grounds.
I believe in freeing the boob. I'm in.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Free the tits.
I'm for women. Free the tits. Let's go.
Yeah, you just don't want to see them breastfeeding anywhere.
I don't like the breast because I don't like the kid in the picture. That's the problem. But I mean, I also have a little kind of a fucking moral thing about it. I don't like the kid, a baby in the picture. I think
Yeah,
that's
you don't.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, you definitely don't want guys jerking off to boobs being sucked
I
on.
think it's child porn.
Yeah, that is. I agree with that.
I'm such a square. Oh my God, I'm square now.
Dude.
I'm turning into my father.
You should put on your glasses and start playing behind your keyboard.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. Socks are already high. I just need the shorts to be high, and then we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need pleats in
I
your
gotta
pants. You need pleats in your pants.
I'm turning it into such a square. I'm looking at girls, going, look at who's your father. You know what I mean? I'm starting to go.
Your dad would not approve.
Dad
of this.
would not approve. You know why? Because I think that's my worst nightmare.
Well, because
man.
you're
It's my worst
you're a
nightmare.
dad age, baby. And I know it seems weird for you to think about that.
I still love the
but you're
strippers, though. Let's go.
You're in the 40s.
Let's go. I love strippers. I love rock and roll. Let's go.
Yeah,
keeping
until you
me
see
young.
them and you're like, oh shit, she's 20. I could be her dad.
I do like a MILF.
Yeah,
I do like a MILF.
but you liked MILFs before.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You're
I
always
always
about.
I was always about the MILF.
Which is good. Which is good. You're like, nah, I'd rather fuck somebody's mom than their daughter.
Real quick, and we'll close out though. It is. I am so
Sorry, that was
glad.
funny.
Justin and I were talking about this in the last cast. I'm so glad that I don't have a weird fetish. Because you don't know.
I am glad that you don't have a weird
check
fetish.
this out though, but because you can't help that fetish.
Yes, you can.
Can't. No. If you are attracted, God forbid, kids or whatever, right? You can't help that. You can't help that.
You have something firing
You
in
can
your brain
suppress it.
completely wrong.
No, I mean you could suppress it. I guess you know what.
I mean,
Hold on, I'm going to take that back. If you
I guess you can.
You can suppress that much like I'm suppressing murdering some people.
You can suppress
I
that
wanna
much
do
like
that
you can
so
suppress
bad.
that you're gay. I guess not. I guess you're right.
But I'm suppressing murdering motherfuckers. So,
but also, I guess.
and I think about that all the time.
If you're a pedophile,
Sorry, that's on the cast now.
you can't help that you're a pedophile because something fucked your
But
brain
you can
up.
suppress it and don't tell
Yes.
anybody.
Yeah, and do the right thing.
Kill yourself. And kill yourself. Because you suck. Yeah, you're terrible.
Yeah, fucking anything that's innocent, you're wrong. Sorry,
Right,
you're
but
wrong.
what if though?
And you know that you're
check
evil, and
this
you're
out.
like, I can't help it. I'm gonna kill myself.
Like, what if a guy was like, he was like, hey, I fantasize about these, and but I'm telling you, I'm never gonna do it. You can't
because he knows right from wrong, and he's got.
He knows right
discipline.
from wrong, but
he has discipline.
But he goes, I fantasize about it. He's still got to go, right?
No,
No,
because he's actively trying to be good.
Right,
and do good. He can't help that.
Right.
But he can help his
just stay away from
you
children,
can
I guess.
fantasize about killing somebody. You
Yeah.
can not kill that person. It's like saying
Yeah.
like remember when, like Minority Report with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
And people were just having these fantasies about killing someone, and these magical women that were dunked in a vat of goo
Nice.
are like, I saw that happening.
That's a porn I watch. Just kidding. JK, guys, JK.
That or goo.
JK,
but
JK.
they saw that happening, and like now all of a sudden you got SWAT teams coming in. He's like, I didn't even fucking do anything.
Yeah, that's scary, and
Now,
that is a real thing too that we have to be careful
You
of.
can't judge somebody based upon their thoughts. You can judge somebody based upon their actions.
See, imagine it, like if we could read people's thoughts, it would be disaster because it's constant craziness.
I would probably kill myself a couple times over. There's so many times I've had thoughts. I go, where the fuck did that come from?
That is weird, right?
That's wrong.
And then
why did I think that?
Did you ever shake your head like, why the fuck did I just think that?
Like,
what the hell?
I mean, I've told you before. Sometimes I have voices that I hear. I'm like, that's not my own thought, and that's not my own voice. Where the fuck did that come from? Like somehow, like I might have some issue that I might have. No, no, completely sober, like stone cold sober.
All right, we'll start looking at that.
Yeah,
looking at that.
Well, I'm not schizophrenic.
I have a lot of that in my family, so let's
schizophrenia?
start looking at that.
Well,
I mean, it's something to look at. You know what I mean? Like, our brain is a muscle. Also, you know, you got to take care of your brain.
I just think that our brains are also wired receptors to the collective consciousness, and sometimes you pick up somebody else's like a lot of the schizophrenics, and it's not even schizophrenia.
And what if they're right too? I've always thought about that.
Like, like the people that go like there's a difference between multiple personality disorder and schizophrenia. I think that those people's brains with schizophrenia might just be hardwired to be picking up other people's signals.
Okay. You know, but most people that have schizophrenia always think the government's after them.
Well, yeah, I don't think the government's after me, but a lot of people, the reason why they may think that is they may be picking up somebody else's signal that they're a little conscious.
I don't think that's
of the government.
entirely out of the question. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, sure.
And all girls go, "What's wrong?"
Yeah.
Like trying to read a room. I go, "Baby, are you okay?"
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes you pick up those signals wrong. Sometimes I come in and to my friends, I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
We pick up signals too. We just don't want to know. We just want to get through it. We pick up the signal, but we don't care.
Well,
because it'll ruin our day.
Well, no, you mean like
I'm trying to be funny.
Guys? You mean guys?
Yeah, guys.
Okay, I get that. All right. I'm just talking about people in general. Sometimes you pick up, like, sometimes you can really read a room.
Right.
Sometimes you might be reading a street and you don't even know that there's somebody else's thought down the street.
I mean, that very, very much could be it.
You might just be wiring in on something. You guys have a lot of power lines around here too.
Yeah. Well, we were thinking about that too. Me, Angel, and Alan, we were talking about.
Yeah, that's why you guys all have migraines.
Yeah, we get the same migraine.
You got to talk to that lawyer that was played by Julia Roberts.
I know. Yeah.
Aaron Brockovich.
There you go. Nice.
I got one.
All right, let's close that on that one. Let's do a shot and close that on that one.
Got one.
This is the whole podcast. Is us trying to figure out movie references, I think.
Now I want to do a whole podcast about let's talk about a movie.
Sure.
And you try to.
We can do a movie podcast. I don't mind.
I want to do it now because I like talking to you.
We can do a movie podcast where we just talk shit on these fucking dumb movies.
Yeah. And they go like, I don't remember the name of that movie. It was written by this one guy. What the fuck is the name of that actor?
You know what makes me go ahead and pour that shot. You know why I get mad at these movies? Because they have the ability to make it good, but they didn't. It's like when you see a shitty movie and you go, well, it was low budget. It is what it is.
Yeah, but when you have a high budget movie.
When you got a high budget and you can get anyone to write that or whatever the fuck, and you didn't do it, that's where it pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I get, like, when they hire some bullshit actor and you're just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, in lower budget stuff, directors will hire their wives or something to play, like, a big part, and she's terrible. You know,
I don't know if that's lower budget or it's nepotism.
Well, I mean, or that happens in life too. But most of the time, lower budget.
It's like, I married you because you told me you would make me famous.
Yeah, my friend Katie was telling me that she worked in a lower budget movie recently where she had to work directly with the director's wife, and she was like,
that sounds terrible.
And she goes, she was the worst actor you've ever seen.
It sounds terrible.
You know, because we we'll I
like Katie. We need to bring her
Katie's
over.
great. Yeah,
She's
in fact, In fact, yeah, I miss old Katie, man. Katie's over there in Hollywood. She works at the Troubadour.
Did she post up a video?
I think she's done with that. She was doing it. She was doing it early during Black Lives Matter. She was doing that, but I think she's out of that now.
No, now she's working over the Troubadour as a bartender. She goes, "No lives matter. Fuck you guys. I work in WeHo."
God bless her. She has definitely been negative towards the business for sure, and I can see why, man. The business of auditions, especially for, I'm going to say this, for a lady, has got to be harder than a man because it's all rejection. It's constant nonsense.
Yeah, you're too tall, you're too fat, you're too thin. You don't remember.
They don't do that anymore. But
you're too old.
Yeah, well, no, or it's just you're just not right. And that's even
when
worse.
You're just not right,
or you hear nothing at all because sadly with me, nobody tells me shit. So no one's ever told me anything.
Basically, you guys are just sending all these videos. You're laying out your soul, and you're like, I just got ghosted.
Yeah, you just get ghosted.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
You spend your life getting ghosted.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I get so many people who go like, why don't you pursue, you have an agent, why don't you pursue acting? I'm like, I would rather not deal with rejection.
I don't want you
that
acting.
Sounds
I want to get big enough to where I can make my own movies and put you in it.
Yeah, because I'm fucking...
like Zombie and his fucking wife.
Yeah, like I'm fantastic.
Well, yeah, I mean, my friends would be the greatest actors of all time. And I'll tell you who a good fucking actor is.
Drew.
Drew's the best.
Drew's great.
Drew's amazing.
He knows how to read people.
This
That's
boy
why.
is amazing on camera.
He takes direction so well.
He's great, dude.
When we did your your reel thing, I'm like, come on, that guy needs to be on camera all the
Everything
fucking time.
he does
He's
with me,
so good.
he's incredible.
Yeah.
He takes over the
good.
screen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to show him a clip of that.
We never talked about that before. I thought he was great.
Yeah, Drew's the best. But like all our friends would be, my friends would be great on camera. I got to not say all our friends. Your friends would be terrible.
I got a couple of good ones.
No, you don't. You have zero. Zero friends that would be any good.
Not the ones that come out to the Christmas party.
Oh, copy that.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm back. I'm back with you. Hold on, we're back. Hold on, I take that back. You're right. My bad.
Yeah. I have a lot.
You saw where my brain was going.
I have a lot of other friends in the world, baby. These are just the ones that are the closest to the proximity of where I live, and also I care about them.
Yeah. So I gotta make a movie quick that makes money so I can get my crew in it.
Yeah, give me.
That'd be a great movie.
And then
definitely. Yeah, you're gonna be my zombie wife.
I'll be both the vocal coach and the acting coach. I'll read the lines, and I was like, this is how you should read these characters.
All right, cheers, you guys. Oi, Ian's rant. We're out.
Got no